very good evening. You're joining in with Prime TV News and I'm Tarkana Kulathunga. Let's take a look at today's top stories first. Goal Dialogue 2018 International Maritime Conference opens under the patronage of the President. Prime Minister claims that 100,000 projects have been launched to uplift the rural economy. Local business community can directly dispatch goods to consumers abroad via eBay. In headlines overseas, 18 die in a Taiwan train derailment in Yilan County. Moving on with news in detail. First, in local news, the Goal Dialogue 2018 International Maritime Conference opens in Colombo. It was inaugurated under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena. The two-day conference is organized by the Ministry of Defence in collaboration with the Sri Lanka Navy for the 9th consecutive year. It is being held under the theme Synergizing for Collaborative Maritime Management. Representatives from 50 countries and 17 organizations and foreign scholars and experts in maritime are participating in this conference. The objective of this conference is to provide a common platform for stakeholders of national and international repute to discuss and deliberate maritime-related issues and specifically enhance the cooperation of maritime security and sharing of knowledge and information among them. Furthermore, the aim of this annual event is strengthening the regional maritime cooperation and formulating a global strategy to face common challenges in the maritime domain. The latest information regarding the Goal Dialogue 2018 can be obtained by visiting the official website of www.goaldialogue.lk, and facilities have been provided to watch the live stream of the conference. Commander of the Navy, Vice Admiral Sirimevan Ranasinghe, presented a special memento to the President. A group including many parliamentarians was present. Former Terrorist Investigations Division DIG Nalaka De Silva was grilled today for the third day with respect to a plot to assassinate VVIPs. Nalaka De Silva is accused of planning to assassinate the President, the former Secretary to the Ministry of Defence and several persons. He was interrogated by the CID in this regard last Thursday and Friday too. The protest launched by the inmates of the Angunukola Palace prison has been called off. The prison inmates commenced their protest yesterday against the deployment of officers of the Special Task Force to contain illegal activities, including the use of narcotics within the prisons. The protest staged by the prisoners getting onto the observation tower located at the precincts of the Angunukola Palace prison. Measures were taken to end their protest following a discussion held this morning by the prison officials with the prison inmates. Officials of the Special Task Force are also due to be deployed at the other prisons with effect from tomorrow. The purpose is to crack down on crimes. The Ministry of Agriculture has decided to ban imports of maize, undu, peanuts, kurakan and chilies. The ministry said that this decision will come into force with effect from next year. The Agriculture Ministry has planned to increase the duty imposed on the import of these items. It pointed out that this step has been taken with the intention of encouraging local production and strengthening the farmers. Considerable foreign exchange is being spent on the import of maize, undu, peanuts, kurakan and chilies. According to the Ministry of Agriculture, plans have been drawn up for the launch of a proper program within next year to control foreign exchange spent on the import of non-essential items. The Sri Lankan business community has received the opportunity of directly dispatching goods to consumers abroad. It is via the electronic system eBay. Sri Lankan consumers enjoy the facility of directly getting down goods from abroad. But the Sri Lankan business community did not enjoy the facility of dispatching goods to consumers living abroad. The electronic system has been introduced with the aim of fulfilling the increasing demand. The Gazette notification concerned was recently issued by the Ministry of Finance and Mass Media. Accordingly, these activities can be undertaken sans presenting documents to the customs. Goods can be dispatched to a maximum value of $3,000. The list of goods dispatched in this manner should be presented by the exporters to the customs. An institution or business registered with the Board of Investment, or a business establishment or a person registered in Sri Lanka or as an export can undertake transactions under the new format. The government has so far launched more than 100,000 development projects to uplift the rural economy. This reference has been made by Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. The Prime Minister pointed out that no such development initiative had been undertaken within such a short era in the history of the country. The Prime Minister was speaking at the handing over of appointments to 378 new Grama Niladharis and 104 administrative Grama Niladharis at Temple Trees today. The letters of appointment were handed over under the patronage of the Prime Minister. This was the second stage of the handing over of appointments to Grama Niladhari officers. 1,664 letters of appointment were handed over under the first stage. The selections were made following an interview conducted after a competitive examination. Ministers Wajira Abeyewardena and Ranjit Madduma Bandara, as well as State Minister J.C. Alawatuwala, joined in the occasion. The Constitutional Council will be meeting on Thursday. The Speaker's office said that Speaker Karu Jayasuriya has announced this date. The official term of office of the National Police Commission ended on the 14th of this month. The Constitutional Council is due to appoint new members to this commission. The Speaker's office said that the present members will be operating until the new members of this commission are appointed based on the 19th Amendment. A person has been shot and killed within the Urubokka police division in Matara. The shooting took place along the Hulankanda Dampahala road. The police have identified the victim as Saminda Dayaratna, serving at the Paskoda Divisional Secretariat. The office of the police media spokesman said that the victim, a resident of Valasmulla, was travelling on a motorcycle when he was shot at. He died on admission to the Higoda hospital. Inquiries are proceeding. Public employees should act properly, identify responsibilities. This reference has been made by Minister Gayantha Karunatilaka. The minister was speaking at a function held to hand over appointments to assistant surveyors of the survey department. The event was held at the auditorium of the survey department. Letters of appointment were presented to 256 persons. The government has defended the decision to divest Hilton and Hyatt Colombo as they are a burden on the Treasury. The Finance Ministry said that the decision to divest Hilton and Hyatt hotels, which are non-strategic holdings of the government, was decided by the Cabinet of Ministers and proposed in several budget speeches. According to the Finance Ministry, Hyatt Hotel, which is partially completed, has so far cost the Employees Provident Fund, Sri Lanka Insurance and Litrogas, all state-owned organizations and accountable to the people, over 15 billion rupees. Furthermore, these same state organizations would have to put money and give guarantees to banks for a much higher amount to complete the hotel. Public money, especially that of the EPF, should not be spent on building hotels where the returns on investment can take many years. Therefore, the Hyatt Hotel has to be divested to a reputable investor with the financial strength to complete the hotel without this being a burden to the state. The Finance Ministry also said that the Hilton Hotel, which has been profitable, to reach its full potential and compete with newer hotels, need to upgrade the hotel rooms, which have not been done for 30 years. The cost of refurbishment is expected to be over 4 billion rupees. As a government-owned enterprise, the hotel does not have the financial strength to undertake these investments. If it does, the government will have to fund this, or expensive loans have to be taken. Therefore, the Finance Minister said it is justified to divest this hotel to a financially strong investor who can proceed with these new investments and generate more employment opportunities. And that is it on Prime News for tonight. Thank you for watching. For more updates, visit www.itnnews.lk. Good night.